Rusty boys. No one must hear of this. Do you recognize these names?
They are your generals. But I don't see my name.
Be thankful. I named these men as traitors. They're plotting to kill me. They think I will destroy Mother Russia. But you have always stood by me. When I regained the lands stolen by the Europeans and the Chinese, you were there. You fought nobly to make my dream come true. So now, I'm going to give this honor to you.
Death warrants?
Sign them. Reaffirm your loyalty to me by ridding Russia of her enemies.
Curious. Stalin said nothing about the truck Gradenko abandoned.
Containing elements of Iron Curtain.
Yes. We must get it back. I'm sure you'll find a suitable way to handle Comrade Gradenko.
The truck and its contents were abandoned somewhere in this region. The Allies captured the truck and brought it to this way station. They intend to move it to safe territory and study its contents carefully.
This cannot be allowed to happen. We cannot risk recapturing the truck. It is now a liability. Do not allow the truck or any Allied unit to leave the area.
Low power. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repaired. Repaired. Repaired.
Awaiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
power.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reconstruction options. Building. Repairing. Repairing. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Repairing. Building. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete. Unit repaired.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
repaired.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Our base
Report
is under
acknowledged.
attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting or acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Preparing.
Reporting. Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds. Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete.
Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Repair.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Building. Our
Acknowledged.
base is under attack.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Repairing. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack. Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Ready and
Base
waiting.
is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit ready. Building. Preparing. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Preparing. Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
prepared.
Acknowledged.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing. Preparing. Unit ready. Building. Preparing.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Awaiting or
Building.
acknowledged.
Preparing. 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 Insufficient funds. Preparing.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
prepared.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Training. Repairing. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Insufficient
Yes,
funds.
affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Building. Training. Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Building. Unit
Vehicle
lost.
report. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Insufficient
Yes,
funds.
sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds. Repairing.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Unit
Acknowledged.
prepared. Mission loaded.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building. New construction options.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting at once.
Unit lost.
Of course.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
for affirmative.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack. Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Power. Building. Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Insufficient funds. Repairing.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Very well.
Agreed.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Agreed.
Repairing. Our base is under attack.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting.
Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade, waiting order. Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Silence
Acknowledged.
needed.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Our base is under
Yes,
attack.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Comrade, acknowledged.
Preparing. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds. Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Insufficient funds.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Preparing. Preparing. Unit repaired. Preparing.
Vehicle
Unit
report.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit repaired. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base
Affirmative.
is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Repairing. Unit repaired.
Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit repaired. Unit ready. Building. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Building. Construction complete. Structure sold. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Building. Construction complete. Building. Structure sold. Insufficient funds. Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Building. Structure sold. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Building. Structure sold. Repairing.
Comrade, affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. New construction options. Building. Repairing. Unit repaired. Unit ready. Building. Repairing.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit
Acknowledged.
repaired.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Insufficient funds. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Our base is under
Vehicle
attack.
reporting.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
repaired.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds. Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit prepared. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Comrade, affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Our base is under attack. Repairing. Repairing. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Training. Unit repaired. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Waiting
Unit
affirmative.
ready.
Awaiting
Training.
orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training. Building. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training. Unit lost. Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Agreed.
Training. Our base
At
is
once.
under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
At once.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Very well.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building. Training. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Building. Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Agreed.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Unit lost. Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Mission accomplished.